Hey everybody, what's up? It is Wednesday, August 26th, new high in the market. I told you this was going to happen, folks. I told you this was going to happen. You cannot fight these flows. And what I find to be very interesting and very humorous at the same time is all of the wackos, they're still trying to pin this on the Fed. Now, the Fed has been really quiet. They've scaled down their monetary operations extensively. All this is from the fiscal support. And I know for many of you, not just for many of you, but for many people who are observing this, they see this as extreme. They see this as a bubble. They see this as a craze. But the point is, you have so much spending, government spending, and it is going to flow, like I've been saying, largely to these mega cap corporations. Their profits are going to go through the roof. It is flowing to people's incomes. You can see that in personal savings, up almost at 4 trillion. It was at 6 trillion, over 6 trillion. That is like so unprecedented. I cannot even, you have to look at a chart for that. That also looks like a moonshot straight up. Now again, I'll repeat, this isn't all equally distributed, but the market doesn't care about that. You have these mega cap stocks that are sucking up all this fiscal support in the form of profits, huge profits, and they are just pulling the market averages up. Now, what is interesting, and it's something I've been pointing out, is that individual investors, they hate this market. They are so bearish, but at some point, they're going to have to flip to the bull side. And I said, we really cannot expect to see a correction until everybody is in. And we'll know when everybody is in because we'll see individual investors flip to the long side of the market. Also, we see dealers in S&P in the futures market. They have been long the market now for months, and that is a rarity on the part of dealers. I mean, usually they're short the market because they're long cash stocks, but when they flip to the short side, that'll be a signal too. And you see that data every week in the CFTC's Commitment of Trader report. Hey, the weekly EIA oil report, petroleum status report, came out today. Very bullish. All right, we saw another drawdown in crude oil inventories. We saw a big drawdown in gasoline inventories. By the way, gasoline inventories have nearly erased the year-over-year surplus that existed for most of this year. So we're nearly in balance, nearly equal to where we were last year. You got that Hurricane Laura, which is causing shut-ins of refineries down in the Gulf region. That is our main refinery region there. So the potential for a spike in gasoline prices is very real. Distillate built a little bit. Anyway, I sent out the report as I always do every Wednesday. If you want to get a copy of that report, go to my website and sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. What else? My podcast. I got the new podcast I just uploaded today. Very interesting. I just finished a book called The Biggest Bluff. It was written by this PhD psychologist, this woman named Maria Konnikova. And as a study, as kind of an exercise, she went into poker, playing poker without any experience. She had a tutor, this guy Eric Seidel, who is a major world-class poker player. He has won millions. He has been in the World Series of Poker many times. He's won that thing. And some of the mental game in there, and I talked about this in the podcast, I mean, it's exactly equivalent to the type of mental game you have to have in trading, all right? And it was an interesting part about language. Anyone who has followed me for any length of time knows I always talk about language and the need to have absolute clarity in the words you choose. because the words you choose affects your mood, it affects your behavior, it literally affects your physiology. And I know people are prone to over-exaggerate. They become hyperbolic at times. They say, oh, I'm getting killed. The market is tanking. I mean, these words affect how you behave and how you view things. It's so important to frame everything correctly. That is a major, major aspect of mental game. And if you understand that, it will put you on a path to having better mental game. And it's all about mental game. I know a lot of people, they think there's some system fairy out there that's going to carry them to profits and success on a ball of cotton, but it just does not exist. That's the system fairy. It's a fantasy. It's all about mental game. So, the market, for many people looks extreme, but it is totally understandable when you realize the magnitude of the fiscal support that's going out there. It is not all equally distributed, as I said, but these mega cap corporations are just sucking up that spending in the form of record profits, and they have a major impact on the market averages. They're pulling them right up. We're not going to see a correction until everybody is in, and I'll know when that happens because I watch that on a weekly basis. And this thing could run all the way to the election. And, there could be an upset if Trump loses. I think that would be a negative psychological impact to the market. But even then, if the spending stays at the level it is, then it's very hard to argue against any sort of a sustained downturn in the economy or the stock market. Anyway, all this stuff is in my report. Go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. Remember, I'm the only one who has an applied approach to MMT. There's a lot of MMT academics out there, and they write their papers, and they talk about MMT theory. Nobody has my background, over 40 years of trading, a member and floor trader on 4 exchanges, and an economist. I've combined the concepts and the understandings of MMT and applied them towards trading and investing in the market. Plus the mental game aspect. Nobody else does that for you. I've emphasized that over and over. That's what it takes. I am your mentor when it comes to that. Anyway, check out my podcast. The link is in the description below. And don't forget to sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. See everybody tomorrow. Bye.